Yeah, completely recovered. Nothing wrong at all. Just absolutely gutted, devastated with how the result went in the end. I think no matter who you're fighting, how many fights they've had, whatever, I think it's completely gutting to lose like that, especially when you're 100% convinced in the run up to it that you're going to get the win. And with it starting fairly well for me to then it go downhill and get stopped in the fourth, yeah, that was really was disappointing. I think everything I was practicing and everything we planned to do was working very well. I think the work rate was working well. I really was practicing the timing of a couple of knees, stepping knees as he come into attack, and I landed a couple of good ones that I think might even hurt him a little bit as well. And especially like the leg kicks as well, that was being effective. I think almost like the problem was, the plan was to like have a high work rate, but I think almost got carried away with it, got a bit overexcited, and when I started landing, almost didn't get the balance between peaking my shots and having that pressure as well as peaking my shots. I think I literally just went full pressure, throwing everything like as high work rate as I can. And I think it took its toll on me after a couple of rounds of doing it. It was a real like exhausting style of fighting, the way I was trying to go about it. No, I think even though I know like it's almost like a consolation, like how experienced he is now. I think in the run up to it, obviously we knew what we were signing up for. We knew how experienced he was. We knew he'd had like hundreds of fights and was obviously like achieved loads in the sport. But regardless of that, that doesn't matter. Like we took the fight and prepared for the fight, expecting to win, and it didn't come off. Do you know what I mean? So I think I wasn't wary of anything in regards to his experience. We watched him. I've seen him fight before, and I thought I was going to beat him, but it didn't come off. Do you know what I mean? I got beaten. So regardless of experience, it didn't happen for me this time. I think, in all honesty, I think I got tactically like outdone. I got outsmarted. I think it's hard because obviously with Changpuak, there's a lot of, obviously he's really skillful, but there's a lot of showboating involved. There's a lot of like telling you to hit him and keep going, and it can wind you up. And I think I let that play a part a little bit. So when I did land a shot, and then he'd tell me to hit him again, like I'd fall for the trap and I'd keep throwing shots. And then after say 2-3 rounds of that, it's tiring. You've exerted a lot of energy. Like I think in round one, I must have like threw about like 8-9 low kicks in a row. Do you know what I mean? And that was partly down to me thinking he was bluffing, saying things were not hurting. So I kept throwing shots, thinking it'd have an effect on him, and it didn't. When really he was just taking his time, blocking, letting me tire myself out, and then in the later rounds, that's when he started upping the pace, and that's where he ended up winning. If I could do the fight again, I'd definitely, round 1 and 2, I'd take my time. I liked how I was standing my ground and stamping my authority on the fight. I liked how I was doing that. I wouldn't change that, but just the volume of the shots I was throwing, I'll just throw a lot less shots round 1 and 2, and just use that time to have a look. Do you know what I mean? Have a look for more gaps rather than just trying to like go for the KO. Round 1 and 2, I'll be nice and relaxed, and then I'll do in round 3 and 4, say, I'll do what I've done in round 1 and 2. I'll do that in round 3 and 4 at that kind of pace. I think if I took my time at the start, and then round 3 and 4 went up the gears and really like put it on him, then I think things like could have been different, definitely. I think the best thing to do to pick yourself up from like taking a KO or loss like that is just get back to training as soon as you can. Do you know what I mean? Like the fight was 3 days ago now, and I'll be back training over the next couple of days, 100%. Just let yourself rest up a little bit, let your legs recover, have a bit of time, and then just get back to training and just straight away start working on what went wrong. Talk to your coach, speak to them about what needs to be done in the future to not let it happen again or avoid it happening again, and just straight back to training and just start getting better, start improving. No, it won't change my mentality to fighting. It's like I'll always go into fights expecting to win. That's never gonna change. It's funny, like there's an opponent my coach told me a few weeks ago that I could potentially fight at the end of the year. There's nothing set, and I won't even tell you. It's like he's a massive name fighter, and I won't even mention his name yet because nothing's confirmed. But you probably wouldn't believe me if I told you who he was either. He's that big of a name. But I said to my coach today, like 100%, if that's still there, then I 100% want to do it, and 100% still believe I'd win, even though he's a higher calibre of the guy that's just beat me. Like I just think I could kick on from this, improve, and win at that elite world level. Do you know what I mean? So nothing in my mentality will change. I think the main thing in the fight was more the pace that I was fighting at. So that's more just like a tactic thing that was for that fight. But then other than that, just working on my all-round game. Any errors I made in that fight, I'll get watched back, and there'll be loads. There always is. Whether you win or lose, there's loads of things you can improve on. So just generally, just improve, just progressing and improving, and just working on everything. I think now, after taking that loss, there's no one jumps out at me right now who I want to fight. I think anyone 66.6 kg, anyone in the world at that weight, and I'm really keen, really eager to amend my loss. Do you know what I mean? I want to carry on fighting top fighters, and then hopefully, if the opportunity ever come up, I'd love to rematch Changpuak, and I know the outcome will be different the next time.